Rhys Davey, thank you so much for joining us here. Beautiful Wimbleball. You had a phenomenal race today. 4th pro home at the 70.3 here. How was the race for you today?
Today was a brilliant race. It's my first Ironman registered race. It's my first 70.3. I kind of went into it with no expectations. I had no idea what I was going to come away with, and I had a real kind of mixed day. Didn't have a great swim, a couple of issues on the bike, but I got going and I kind of came home, and finishing 4th is a brilliant kind of stepping stone, and a really valuable experience for the rest of the year and future years.
And how tough was it out there on the course today? I mean, this has been pitched as one of the toughest 70.3 races in the world according to Paul Kay, but was it as tough as you expected, or did it go according to plan for you with regards to the terrain and the heat?
I think it was just on a whole different level to anything I expected, to be honest. Like, you hear about how it's hilly and there's a number of kind of lumps out there, and there's no flat. And you think, no, that's not possible. Of course there's flat. There actually is no flat. It's real sharp climbs, then with your kind of more longer gradual ones, which really take the sting out of the legs. And then you get on for the run and it's pretty much the same again. There's a little bit of flat over by the dam, but there's some real killer hills in there, and they're back to back, so you're really struggling to get into a rhythm between them as well. And
did you know you were doing so well? Did you know that you were coming into 4th place when you were on the run, or did you move up through the rankings as you came along? I know that Richie Nicol was coming into 6th place on the run, and he moved up to take the final podium slot and finish in bronze place today.
Well, yeah, like I was in 3rd. I went into 3rd at the end of the first lap, and I was feeling pretty good actually. I knew Richie was chasing. Richie's a phenomenal athlete. He's had some unbelievable results across all distances, and I knew he was coming. But I was feeling okay in 3rd, and I got to about 5-6 miles up one of the tougher hills, and the legs went, and I was in absolute turmoil. And someone who had just gone past me, I'd just gone past, ended up coming back past me again. And at that point, I'm kind of like, right, this is done now. This is game over. And then Rich came past me, and I went into 5th. But thankfully, the guy who had just taken over me, he kind of faded a bit, and I was able to catch him on the final.
So you had something left in the legs. That's fantastic. And
just about.
I believe you live with Jonny Brownlee, so
I do.
How does your training differ to Jonny? I mean, he is absolutely flying it on the world stage on the ITU racing circuit. How is your training differing to his? Your new lifestyle for your training?
On the whole, it's very similar. All our swimming we do together. Probably 80% of our cycling we do together. There's just the odd session where I'll go out on the time trial bike and do maybe some longer efforts, where he will go off and do a track session, or he will do a chain gang. But other than that, to be honest, like I said, 85–90% of our training we do together, which makes for a tough week.
And it must be very supportive to know that you have an athlete that you're living with. You guys can share the same kind of nutrition tips and training tips, and there is a support there for you, because I suppose really neither of you are on a team as such, so it's good that you live together, almost in each other's pockets, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely, it's brilliant. We travel together, we train together, and then on top of that, another guy that we live with is an international runner. So there's kind of 3 of us all mucking in together. We all get it, we all understand each other, we all understand the sacrifices, we understand that we're going to have tired days, we're going to have stressed out days. So yeah, it works really well, and we live in the dream at the end of the day. We just go out and we ride our bikes.
That's it, I guess. Well done, Rhys. 4th place today. A young athlete. I'm sure, no doubt, we will see him on the podium, indeed, and our future Ironman champion, and possibly indeed an Ironman 70.3 champion. I wish you the best of luck, and thank you so much for talking to us here today at Wimbleball Lake.